Hi Grace, how are you today?
Good. How are
Good.
you?
Not too bad, thanks. How are you doing in school and everything? How's life going since the last time we talked?
It's been better.
Better?
Yeah.
How so?
I got placed in the class.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
good.
It was better than I expected.
Yeah.
Did a lot better.
Okay, that's good. Are you ready for the holidays coming up?
Yep.
Yeah. Do you like Christmas?
Mhm.
Do you get any sort of break from school or do you have to just a
Yeah.
couple days?
We get out early day before Christmas Eve, and then we don't go back till day after New Year's Day.
Oh wow, so you get a good chunk of time off then.
Mhm.
That's good. How's school in general? How are your grades going?
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
Better than they were before? Are
Mhm.
they
Yeah.
improving
They're
or
improving for the
Okay.
most part.
that's good. So last time I saw you, you said that you were having problems, regarding being put in the gifted program and how you would deal with classes, and you said that you seem to be coping a little better and you're
Mhm.
yeah. Um you said you were placed in the class?
Yeah.
How is that working with your schedule?
So I take gifted eighth period, and then I just do wellness as an independent study. So I
Okay.
have like a Google Classroom page with my teacher. She assigns me stuff there.
Is it just kind of like homework assignments that you do there or
Mostly just homework.
is it is it what the other kids do in their class?
It's similar.
Yeah.
You do some of the same stuff, just better for me since my schedule is all.
Okay. I know that you said that you didn't really want to take wellness as like an online class or anything. Are you doing okay with that then?
Yeah.
Since it's kind of like
It's a
that.
lot easier.
Yeah.
Not as bad of a workload as I thought it would be.
Oh, okay, that's good. That works a lot better with gifted then, right?
Mhm.
So going into gifted, what's a class like for that? Like when you go into that eighth period class, what do you do typically in that class?
Um, we do a mental problem if she has one on the board, or we get a worksheet or some kind of like warm up to do, and then we just kind of do that for however long, just work on whatever she gives us, talk.
Okay. What's the mental problem like? Give me an example of what it would be like.
Um, One of them that we do, it's like a Numbrix, so it gives you like a
Do you want a piece
paper.
of paper to show me?
No.
No. Okay.
It's just a piece of paper, and then it has like a grid on it, and they fill in a couple numbers, and then you have to make numbers like from 1 to 81, and they all have to go in order, so like 1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay.
but they can't be diagonal, like they have to be touching, so like 1 has to touch 2, but
Okay.
it can't be diagonal.
Okay. That sounds a little challenging. Yeah. But do you like that, I guess?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good. And then what do you guys talk about in that class? Since you said that you talk.
Just whatever really comes up, school, current events, stuff like that.
So, all in all, is it an easy class then?
Yeah, it's more
Yeah.
casual. It's not super difficult.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you enjoy it and everything. And what else did you say you do that? You do like a warm up. Is that like just like a activity problem?
If she has one, like those Numbrix things, they don't take very long.
Mm-hmm.
So we just do that, and then whatever else she has planned for us that day.
Okay. Is it just your grade in that class with you?
No, there's a couple different grades in there. I think it's from freshmen to juniors.
Okay. So you have a mix of people that you're surrounded
Mm-hmm.
with. And that fits really well with your schedule, with your other classes and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you get any homework or anything in it, or is it kind of just in class?
If we don't finish the worksheet, we can do that for homework and just give it whenever she asks for it. We just kind of work on it when we can.
What's the worksheets that she can give you?
Those are all like different puzzles too. Like we get one of them was like a bunch of different cities. So like this guy visited 8 different cities, and then it gives us clues, and we have to figure out what order they go in.
Okay. So it sounds like it's more of a relaxed setting class
Mhm.
instead of like a, you know, typical class where you sit and a teacher like
Yeah.
talks and everything. That's good. Do you think you're going to continue with the gifted program until you like go on to graduate? Is that how does that work?
It goes from whatever grade you start till 12th grade. It's the whole thing.
Okay. Do you have to get like retested to go back in it, or once you're in it, you're kind of in it if you want to?
You have to do a meeting every year
Okay.
to make sure like everything's going well.
Okay. Do you feel like you're struggling trying to deal with school and that at all? You said you were, you know, it's a lot easier than you thought it was, but do you still find that you struggle from time to time or not really?
Occasionally, if we have a lot of work, but
Okay.
for the most part, better.
Okay. And then, does Lehman offer anything else besides gifted, like as far as, what are they called? Like AP classes? Advanced placement classes or young scholars, it's called?
There's advanced placement. You can take that your junior year or senior year.
Okay.
Usually.
Do you know anything about that yet or not really?
They've talked about it a little bit. You can just when they give you the paper to plan out your schedule.
Okay. Does that sound like something that you'd be interested in doing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
some of them.
A lot of that stuff looks really good on like college, you know, college applications
Yeah.
or like job resumes going on after school. And I know that I think some of the AP classes where if you score so high on one of the tests, it counts as like college credits, which would be
Yeah.
really cool.
If you get a 5 on the AP test.
Oh wow, okay. Do you plan? You said you planned on going to college before when we talked, right? Yeah. Okay. No, so that, I mean, that's coming up quick, but
Yeah.
you still have like 2 years or so. Have you been preparing at all for college?
A little bit, looking at some different stuff. I don't have like a set plan, but ideas.
Okay. Do you know what you want to do, or kind of like where you want to go? Some ideas you want to
Something
share?
with either science, math, or art, maybe.
Okay. Anything more specific in those areas, or nothing really?
I don't know, a couple things. I have like a list of stuff.
Okay. What are some of the things on your list?
Graphic design, different types of engineering, like biomedical engineering
Okay.
and stuff.
Wow. Anything else, or just those?
Those.
I know engineering seems like a pretty popular field. You know,
Yeah.
it's always growing and everything. So, so being that you have a couple years left before you graduate, do you have any kind of like short-term, short-term goals within the next like year or two that you want yourself to be at, either personally or like academically, I guess?
I don't know, just like put myself out there more, maybe.
Okay. What do you
more
mean?
Involved with school stuff, community stuff, things like that.
I know when I was like in high school, I did a lot of like church community hours, and then for graduating school, I had like a senior project that I volunteered at a local food bank. So I mean, you just gotta look. There's a lot of stuff like that. As far as putting yourself out there, what were you like? Can you elaborate a little bit more on that?
Joining clubs and stuff like that. Maybe join the Key Club or something like that. Just instead of doing like just school, come home, go to bed, and go back to school.
Yeah. What's Key Club? What is that?
There's a whole bunch of different stuff, but it's a lot of volunteer work, just like giving back to the community.
Okay. So that goes along with you wanting to help out in the community more. That's good. Is that like something you do in school, or?
It's an after school thing.
Okay, so you would like meet after school?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Could be something good. That looks good. Colleges, resumes, everything. So it seems like short term, you just kind of like want to, you know, get involved a little more before you graduate. That way, you know, everything's all planned out when you go to school. Do you have anything else that you want to like accomplish or anything before you graduate, or you know, by next week, next month,
Not
whatever?
really. No.
All right. Everything seems, you know, realistic for you to achieve. You know, from what I know about you, you seem like a very, you know, good student and, you know, good kid and everything. Let's see, what else did I want to talk to you about today? Oh, long-term goals. Do you have anything long-term, like maybe graduation and beyond?
I don't know yet.
No. Plan on college, so we can put college down as that.
Yeah.
Anything beyond that?
No.
No, nothing.
Not that I know of yet.
You know, long-term goals are good to have, but it's also, you know, it's complicated to, you know, like look that far in the future.
Mhm.
I mean, long-term could really only be like a year or two if you wanted it, but since we already talked about short-term goals within the last, you know, couple years or so, do you mind if I suggest some things to you?
Sure. Go ahead.
All right. As far as long-term goals, I'll start with short-term suggestions. As far as they go, maybe I would look into like, you know, searching different colleges since you know you're going to be finishing your sophomore year in a couple months, and then junior year is kind of like a prime time to, you know, get applications out to school, go visit some schools, you know, see what you want to do. Have you done any of that yet, or not really?
No.
No. Have you taken the SATs or ACTs?
I plan on taking the SAT in the spring. I
Okay.
already took the TSAT.
Okay. Did you get results back from that?
Not yet.
No. Okay. It like that would be something good to do. I would also recommend local community colleges. They save you a lot of money. So, you know, just keep your options open. Don't just, you know, say, oh, I want to go to this, you know, 4-year school, but you're going to be spending like $100,000 a year. That's, you know, you have to think about it, I guess, long term with that because you're eventually going to have to pay all of that money off.
Yeah.
And then by you taking gifted program and like maybe doing the AP classes, it'll help you get some scholarships and everything. Are there any scholarships or anything that you can look at right now?
Not that I know of. They don't really talk about it much.
Okay.
But could ask.
And then going back to Young Scholars, does Lehman do that? Do you know what that is?
I don't know.
I know a couple people who have done that. And then as far as long-term goals, you know, just, you know, being happy, I guess. You know, going to school. I would like to see you go to school just because you seem like, you know, such a bright young girl, you know, real smart and everything. So, was there anything else that you wanted to talk about or anything?
Nope. That's it.
That's it. All right. Well, it was nice meeting you with you for the couple times that we met. Good luck with everything. Hope that you do well. You can reach out if you ever need anything. Anything you want to say?
No.
All right. Well, you can always come back and see me. And that's it. Good luck.
Thanks.
Welcome.